This is the second edition of the Agrik Expo and Foodbet West Africa co-located exhibitions that is happening here in Nigeria. The whole idea behind this exhibition is to put Nigeria on the map in agriculture and agricultural business. The idea behind this exhibition is to ensure that Nigeria becomes a spot where everyone all over the world will come to. So I can assure you, as the pioneers of partakers in this event, you are very, very welcome indeed.
Wherever you're watching us around the world, it is still the food-based and Agrik Expo right here at the new convention center, Hotel and Suite, Lagos, Nigeria, where we're empowering Nigerian citizens on the global map.
I wish to appreciate you all here and to welcome you to this event. Last year, I entitled my welcoming speech, "Let the Agrik Revolution Begin." And I believe that we all can feel that a revolution has indeed begun. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture bear testimony that the face of agriculture is changing in our country. The farmers have a better story to tell regarding access to seeds, fertilizers, and other farm inputs. We have devised new ways to do things and reduce bureaucracy and corruption in the sector. Agriculture entrepreneurs now have a wider access to financing options, which has proved salutary to the entire agri value chain. But ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that we are still far from where we are going. We cannot begin to drum and dance yet. We need to intensify what we are doing right and then do much more and faster too, those things we are doing right. That's why I've titled this year's address, "Let the Agri Revolution Intensify." So let the exposition begin, let the inquiries begin, let the tasting start, and let the deal making also begin. I'm confident that this day and the next 2 days will be rewarding for all here, exhibitors, visitors, participants, spectators, the governments, and people of Nigeria. Thank you very much and God bless you.
WinTV247. We cover the coverage globally from Africa to Asia, America, the Middle East, and Europe. Trend with WinTV and go viral on the internet any day, anywhere, anytime on any of the mobile devices, Blackberries, Androids, iPhones, iPads, and of course your PC. Contact us via wintv.media@gmail.com or call these numbers 0803-581-2081 or 0705-534-3121. WinTV247, covering the coverage.
Yeah, it's a wonderful day in Lagos, Nigeria, and we understand that empowering Nigerian young person goes beyond mere education. Now, there is an organization standing in this unique place, Eco Hotel and Suites, and it's a wonderful atmosphere. Let's get to know their mission, their vision, and what they have for the Nigerian young person. Sir, please introduce yourself.
My name is Otoye Anga,
yes,
and I'm the coordinator for AgriBusiness and Youth Empowerment of CASON. CASON is the community of agricultural stakeholders of Nigeria.
Wow.
Our mission is to ensure that agriculture takes its rightful place in Nigeria, and that agriculture provides the required jobs for our unemployed people. And for the agribusiness and youth empowerment, our focus is exclusively tailored towards Nigerian youth. We want to ensure that Nigerian youth is...
So let's look at it from this end. Understanding that the Nigerian young person has this bias for agriculture, and we forgot the fact that 99.9% of everything we get, we eat, we wear comes from agriculture. What is the position of your organization in order to bring the Nigerian young person into the fold of agriculture?
Really, you see, when we start, we have to look at it. The place of the young people is very, very key and powerful.
Yeah.
Nigeria, with a population of 160 million people,
yeah,
about 50% of this population falls to that youth bracket.
Okay.
So we have 80 million youths in Nigeria today.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, about 70% of this figure are unemployed, totally unemployed. They've graduated from school, they're out of school, but no job.
Okay.
And they fall between the ages of 18 to 40.
Okay.
So our focus for them is to ensure that this class of youths are attracted into agriculture, because agriculture is what will quickly create jobs for Nigerian youth. And for them to get appropriately engaged and employed, they have to be meaningfully engaged in agriculture. We're saying, look, yes, over time, agriculture has been seen as something that is associated with poverty.
Yeah.
So people don't want to go into agriculture. Young men and young women shy away from agriculture because when they view agriculture, they view it as hoe and cutlass.
Yeah.
They view it as stressful, subsistence farming. But we're saying, no, the era for that is gone.
Okay.
We have to change things for agriculture to work.
All right.
Because we've got a whole lot of potential in Nigeria, 84 million hectares of land. Only 40% have been farmed, so we have 50.4 million hectares unfarmed.
So let's take it from here. In case you're watching us from any part of the world, it's a unique platform right here, the world's largest TV, YouTube, and we're starting the process with CASON. Now, we'll go for this break. When we come back, let him take us around the world of their strategy in order to make sure that their mission and vision is attained. We'll be right back.
I am Dr. Isaac Adeola Odeyemi, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of NERA.
My name is Mrs. Mary Mma Uduma, the president of Nigeria Internet Registration Association, managers of .ng.
My name is Professor Adenike Oshofison, the first female professor of computer science in Nigeria.
My name is Sunday Folayon, the vice president of the Nigerian Internet Registration Association, .ng.
This is the only unique domain name for Nigeria, .ng.
I'm proudly Nigerian, and I proudly associate with .ng.
It is your right.
Switch to .ng.
Switch to .ng.
Switch over to the .ng domain.
Nigerians, switch to .ng.
What are you waiting for? It is your own identity.
Switch to .ng.
One nation bound in freedom.
The Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, have been able to bring sweeping transformation into Nigeria's agriculture. First, they were able to achieve within this period an end to the corruption that was, witnessed with the distribution, procurement and distribution of fertilizer, and then, of course, food production was boosted. The target of the agricultural transformation agenda is to achieve 20 million metric tons of food production into our food system and of course create 3.5 million jobs. Now this is what was worked, this plan was set and work was in progress, and nobody knew that flood was going to come. And when the flood came, it caught the nation sleeping. But because a plan was on ground and serious work was already in progress, we had enough food to eat. I think the minister deserves a round of applause. That was why we did not go through food crisis during the flood. So that's a great achievement, and then of course you have the GES Growth Enhancement Scheme, and then you have the electronic wallet. Today, millions of farmers can be reached on their mobile phone. So you don't need me. On your mobile phone, once your phone is registered, you get input supply, you'll be registered, and then you get your fertilizers, you get your other input. These and other sweeping changes is what the minister has brought on the table for us. So when we look at it from that perspective, you will agree with me that the federal government under President Goodluck Jonathan, and then of course the Dr. Akumi Adesina. They've done quite a lot. But we don't want to sit there. We want them to do more. There is still a lot more. The biggest room is the room for expansion. There is no limit to how far you can expand. Therefore, today, with your presence, I see that there is hope for Nigeria's agriculture. Agriculture is big business. Agriculture is serious business. And this discourse, this exhibition, comes to show us the connect between equipment manufacturers, input providers, research institutions, and other service providers across the value chain. We have a lot of farmers here. We have policymakers. We have a whole lot of government people here. It shows that there is a big connection going on in support of Nigeria's agriculture. So the place to be is in the agribusiness sector. That is what will quickly create job for us. I'll give you a scenario. Nigeria spends $11 billion every year importing food. What food do we import? We import rice, we import fish, we import tomatoes, we import wheat, and we import sugar. Now, if we spend $11 billion, that comes about 1.7 trillion naira. What is Nigeria's budget? Our annual budget 2012 is about how much? 4.9 trillion naira. Now, if your total budget is 4.7 trillion naira or even 4.9 trillion naira, and you're spending $11 billion, which is about 1.7 trillion naira, that represents about 35% of your total budget spent on food. Would you call that good? I don't think so. It means that we're spending $11 billion, strengthening the economies of all the nations we're importing this food from. We're weakening our economy. So what do we do under the agricultural transformation agenda? What is simply happening is to immediately cause a food substitution. Okay, import food, import substitution. So instead of importing rice, you can grow your rice here. If you grow rice in Nigeria, you create jobs for the young men and the young women that will produce this rice. If you produce sugar in Nigeria, you create jobs. If you produce, we have a lot, the Atlantic Ocean is right before us. You can go and harvest your shrimp and any kind of fish you want. So we have to do a direct import substitution and then cause an accelerated food production. When we do this, we'll be able to reduce unemployment. That is the focus of the agricultural transformation agenda. Because any day I sleep and wake up, something hits me and it's so serious. Nigeria has over 80 million youths. Over 70% of these youths are unemployed. And that is the biggest headache of the community of agricultural stakeholders of Nigeria. We have our beloved President Goodluck Jonathan. I expect that with you lending your voice, we'll be able to achieve all of the right policy framework to drive the agricultural revolution of Nigeria, enabling our young men, they are the future anyway of this country. Young men from 18 to 40, they are our youth. They have to drive, they have to be at the driver's seat to drive our agriculture. So sweeping policy will have to come into place to make all of this transformation happen, to empower our young people, and then for the old farmers to still keep them in business. So together we produce the food we need to eat, we create the prosperity, we create the wealth, and we create a very robust agricultural economy that will put food on our table, that will put food for the raw materials we require to produce, to feed our various industries, and then of course to reduce the insecurity problems we faced in the country. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming here. You are the star. It is Your coming, it has made this program a great success. Thank you so much.
Okay, we've heard a lot from the Minister of Agriculture in this dear country, Nigeria, and we have multiple organizations championing the same cause. So I want to step into CASON's process in order to attain most of your core objective. Let's look at local content.
Now, you've asked a very, very important question. You see, let's look at it. Every year, Nigeria spends about $11 billion on food import. What do we import? We import rice, we import wheat, we import tomatoes, we import sugar, and we import fish.
Wow. $
11 billion going to all of this import every year. What is the total budget of Nigeria? You talk about 4.9 trillion naira.
Okay.
35% of this goes to just import. So what do we do? What should be done? It's very, very simple. Instead of continuing to rely on importation of food, we need to deliberately put in place a deliberate food import substitution program.
Wow.
Okay, and we need to accelerate rapid production of staple crops like cassava, rice, and other crops to augment and substitute for these things that we're importing. We've got everything here. Now, if we do that, we're going to make a whole lot of savings, and then we'll be able to create more jobs for our people, and then we'll be able to empower Nigerians, and we'll be able to save a whole lot of money, and there will be less stress on our scarce dollars.
Wow.
So foreign exchange pressure will be reduced. So this is the prospect and this is the power of agriculture.
So I want to thank you for that. We're keeping it brief because this is not time to dig deep into CASON, but we promise you more content coming from this particular organization championing the cause for a sustainable society via youth empowerment in agriculture. My name is Christopher Morris, and I'll see you at the next one. Thank you.